bayeke yonke inkqubo baze kumfundisi.
Yes.
We see you.
We acknowledge you.
Sisonga siyambona sinjongile.
And I say thank you to them.
Hayi bonjani? Like I mean okusigempeza thina from 6 iyo jonga 8 bekokhona umuntu alathi radio because ufuna umfundisi qha.
Yeah.
What about us?
If Paul does fine, zama ukuthi
Ah, andiko happy.
No, iyashashwana.
Yeah. Andiko happy. Tu.
Zange uve kuthiwa ukhona uDJ onogcobo.
Uba lentambiso.
Andike.
So ke intambiso edla ngoba ibe lapha konyawohle.
Wena.
Uyaqonda kudla ngothiwa DJ bane entertainment.
Wena.
Kuthiwe ngapha kukho ugcobo. So yonke into exesha layo.
Hayi manyamezele ke mfura xa kusitsho
njalo.
Manyamezele kodwa ke noko manathi masibe nayo lentambiso.
Man.
Yes.
Ewe ithi evela ngenhla. Masibe nayo. Well, sathatha lithuba ke siye pha ke kunomathotholo ngelixesha sisamkele ke umfundisi Maphinda uzosiphathela ke relationship Friday. Intambo njengomuntu onogcobo kuyaye asetyezelwe ngaloo mini ba untoni na azawuqala ngayo abheke ngapi na. So ndina okwethu nje noYamizi apha kuba sinikezele kuye utsho yena ba
sikhaphe yena.
Yeah, sikhaphe wena
because this is the last Friday, if I'm not mistaken, of
February.
Am I true?
No, it's not the last Friday. There's still another Friday.
Aphinde no February ke 29.
When is the 29?
So 29 is Thursday.
No.
So last Friday.
Actually it is the last Friday.
Because the last Friday is a first.
Leap year.
Yeah, so right.
Yes.
So iphela nge 29 on Thursday February. Yeah. So yes, you are right.
Yeah.
It's the last
right.
Friday.
So but kule last Friday where because abantu but they are looking for a subject that is centered around love. You know, it's just like August.
Yes.
Women's Month. This is it. But I Abapulapoli, I want us to engage on this subject of love.
Yes.
But I want us to look at love and relationship.
Okay.
Because this is Relationship Friday.
Yes.
This is the month of
Love. Yes.
So let's just look at these concepts. Love and relationship. Which one should lead to the other?
Love
And
okay, relationship.
Now, that's very important. Because all we ask ourselves, can people be in love when they have no relationship?
Bayakwazi ba in love abantu bengena relationship na.
Yes. Does it mean if we have a relationship we are
We
in
love.
Now, I just want us to because you see in this program I want us to challenge our stereotypes.
Yeah.
We must think out of the box.
Because we tend to assume because I'm in a relationship with so and so, we
are
are in love.
Yeah. But I want us to be very critical of what seems to be a norm, what seems to be acceptable.
Sure.
Because not everything that is universally acceptable is true.
Yeah.
So I just want to instill some kind of critical thinking on these issues.
Yeah.
These are the two common concepts. Love, relationship. And sometimes we use them synonymously.
Yes.
They are in a relationship. They are in love and so forth. But I'm raising these questions in over. Does everybody who is in love also in a relationship? Does love go with the relationship?
Okay.
And does relationship mean love?
Oh, yeah.
That is the first thing I want us to look at.
Yes.
But the second thing I want us to look at is some kind of definition. What do we mean when we say people are in love?
Okay.
Remember, I've already said, sometimes when we say people are in love, we are actually saying they're in a relationship. And we tend to use those interchangeable.
Yeah.
Love and relationship.
Sure.
Now, but I am saying, if then people are in love, does it mean they are in a relationship? And if people are in a relationship, does it mean they are in love?
Yeah.
Now, which one should come first between the two? Which one best confirms and describes the other between the relationship
And
First
love.
and the
And
love,
love.
second.
because when we look at these two concepts, they both involve more than one person.
Okay.
When you are in love, it means there's another person.
Yes.
I don't think you can, unless in the same when you say you are in love, you are referring to yourself. And I'm not sure. I always think that when you say you are in love, that
means kukho
that speaks to your connection with someone else.
Yes.
Yeah, when you are say in love. Again, when you say you are in a relationship, that also talks to connection with someone else. Yeah,
Correct.
But I want us to live with the listeners and the viewers. Lando team, what's the relationship between love and relationship?
Yes.
You see? And whether one means the other.
Ewe.
If yes, which one must we pay more attention to?
Sisijonga mfundisi ubudlelwane phakathi kwezinto ezimbini.
Yes.
Ukuba in love okanye ukuba nebudlelwane nomuntu othile. Yeyiphi engaba mhlawumbi ifanele biyaqala okanye ikhona ngoba kuyakwazi ukuthi kanti njoba uthi mina ndinobudlelwane noyamkela kanti akukho thando okanye mhlawumbi yes ndicinga fana asikho asinabudlelwane ngesixhosa.
Yes.
I get you.
Because when you look at how the process towards relationship has evolved, you'll find that it was the issue of marriage. Abantu abezana. Umuntu acela umtshado.
Yeah, okanye udibana amakhaya abakhaya ukuthi intombi yami yaziyendele phaa uthatha udityaniswe ndasethi anaxesha loba ngathandana nizuthandana futhi.
Now, and people began to say, whilst this model is good, but I expose certain dark spots around relationship.
Sure.
Ufike umuntu esithi kuyacaca uba ndakhethelwa. Asijeli. Uyabona? Yeah, umnqwazi awuqini. We are not in sync. Then people began to say, no, that there must be a step before marriage.
Sure.
To test or to smoothen up things. Kwavela igama le courtship. Now, then ufika abantu besithi we are in courtship, then we are engaged, then married.
Yeah.
Kuqala, there was no engagement. It was direct marriage.
Yes.
And parents played a critical role.
Yes.
Thereafter, kwavela into ye engagement. Where when parents and families are still negotiating, once baba engaged even for a year.
Yeah.
Go sit one. Then thereafter, first, this period, say serious. Let's say engaged. because sebekhona nabazali and say period legitimate expectations so fumanisa into noba bayadiscoverisha izinto kubakho into ethi xa sisohlukana bazawuthina
abantu abazali sebehambe kangaka
we are compromised even then kule period ngoba once we begin to we become exposed to some of the realities esicinga ndoba azizusenza sehlale kakuhle emtshatweni we have to overlook and hope for the best ngenxa yoba into yethu sele inamakhaya inayo necawa and then abantu bathi no we need another step before engagement then that's courtship Mike sifundana Mike ibe secret
yethu sethu
yeah sike sifundane kwafuma siba nayo xa sifunda nayo singena syllabus
yathi xa mandinike impelesi
now first ba le courtship le ayina syllabus uyabona so and okwesibini kwafuma sindoba hey le courtship le ine pretense uyaqonda
uyakwazi uzifihla
uyazifihla
ngoba ufuna into ayifunayo
but at the same time I betho kuba ingena syllabus nje kuphela ibe ne pretense but at the same time in a compromise because once you are in courtship you want to prove ndoba we can take this relationship
to the next level
then first bangoku abantu bayakwazi ukungena kwizinto zasemtshatweni
bengekafiki
beselapha
sure
ngelithi this must serve as evidence yoba I am serious I mean it
yeah
now bonzakale abantu because kaloku akunyanzelekanga ikofu xa seyisekhaphini noba ithiwa yeyakho igqibe uyakwazi ukuthi xa ufike afine
uqonda man ingathi strong for him na ukoma
and but xa usaqala ikofi ingathi ya kakuhle
wama nevumbe layo lokuseshushu umfundisi
xa sawuphakathi
uqonda my man in actual facts
ikofi emzimbeni ilwana le ikofi
uboma too much caffeine mfundisi
yeah
uboma
ubone apho ke ngoku ufumana uba this thing ingathi ayizukusinceda
sure
uyayibona lona so ufumana uba zininzi casualties kwakulento ye courtships and ngithe akukho syllabus
mfundisi
that okwesibini there is kukho compromise ethile and that okwesithathu kukho ukupretenda okuthile kukhona ukufaka
no ukufaka umuntu abengabi nguye
you have to try your level best
uzenze into engiyo
what this person expects you
yeah
so you have to present a posture that looks acceptable to this person even though it is not you
sure
now kwafana ba sininzi casualties phaya kwa evolve another one now uyaqonda ukuthi uqala direct marriage engagement courtship then very dating so dating dating lena ethi asikangeni kwi courtship nje
siyaphunga man mfundisi sitya ice cream
but uyafuna noba zonke ezizinto ngeba zithi yes we see a need for love but we are afraid that we may not make it in our relationship
yeah singangalenzi ixesha yamisi
Perfumla sisiyami. You have a mic. You have a mic sisiyami. Yabona ba ucingela ngaphakathi.
Yisa yamkela into elinqinisayo.
Now Now, but I'm trying to unpack ukuthi people have always been in need of love, have always been in love, but the fear yabantu ekwi relationship.
Okay.
Can we make it? I will explain two important words that should describe a relationship.
Okay.
Now very important. But let me finish on this. So now, what with dating?
Yes.
Now, nayo of mas ndoba onyuba serious ongabikho serious. Now, ngonku sikwi era etwa flirting, ba flirt ba. Yabo.
Yeah, evolve then.
Yeah, konba ngoku ke. So from
From direct marriage, engagement, courtship, contract dating, go just flirting.
We are flirt.
Because
Yeah, and nalapo kukwi casualties. Uyayibona because yonke lento ine emotional bond. Yonke lento ivusa legitimate expectation.
Sure.
Because in a exclusive monopoly. Ukunzima ukuflatter with everybody. So funeka bem. Now once you flatter no one, already in a legitimate expectation.
Yes.
Once ayikuvumeli uba ube nguwe awukwazi ukudata with everybody.
Yes.
Again.
Yeah.
Ufuna ukudate nothile. Again in an exclusive monopoly. Again awukwazi ukukhoshipa na wonke ungakwazi uba ube engaged with everybody. So first ndoba there is an attempt to get it right. And ababantu bathi ukumvumlo esithi ndiyamthanda but
Yo.
now first la but
ucima ungele ngapho
uma loka noba singakwazi na ukuhlalelana. So the question mark is not on love but on the relationship.
Sure.
Now if that question mark hangs over relationship for too long, it makes love to be questionable.
I get you now for this. I get you. Fulapulu bangabiyaqala
Very
bana we're unpacking janga into evolve ngalendlela. Funa iskema nikrobisa oyamkela ngobathi ya vibe. After flirting there's vibing. Utshakele wena usozuyiqonda.
Situation.
Ukubathela nge-situationship. Ngiyibona into abangenayichaza noba intoni.
Situation.
Situation.
Yeah, it's vibing.
Yes.
So yongeza phande
I will have to see
vibing.
What it because as a zinto it guy vela ngiqala ndiyijonge ndoba how does it manifest itself.
Yeah.
Abantu bayo bathi. Uyayibona lona. So that's why then I am saying, so a starting point nasemchatweni. There is less question about love because umuntu umthanda ngothando lwakho.
Yeah.
But in relationship I'll relate it as you wish. You need
naye ninobabini
part.
Exactly mfundisi sense kuvele ezazinto ningakwazi nohlalelana.
Yes.
That is why siye emitshatweni kutheni into bana you cannot sustain umtshato ngelove yodwa. There are other components, there are other elements.
Now here is my point then before I define relationship.
Sure.
I'm looking at our time.
Yes.
Now I always say love is an attractor. It is what attracts people to any kind of a relationship.
Correct.
It could be marriage in this context. So it's it is something that draws you into.
Sure.
But I always say it is not love that keeps two people together. it is how they gel. It is the
connection.
relationship. It is the
Yes.
connection.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, then that's why I am saying, once ilifu lingasuki phezu relationship,
Nkosi.
liye likhule, lisuke lande, lizawufika nalapha eluthandweni, umve umuntu esithi ndiyathandabuza.
Nkosi yami.
It is because of the way we relate.
Yeah.
It makes me doubt
Ewe kona
if
ndiyamthanda.
there is
Adathi.
love.
Ewe kona
Na-
ndiyamthanda.
Yes.
Kodwa
But kukhala but
le ndlela
ewe
esiphathene ngayo yenza ndithandabuze. Which means relationship is key to confirm love.
Yeah.
So which means we can assess the authenticity of love through the quality
Yeah.
of the relationship. Love is unable to sustain itself. It depends on the relationship. And the relationship requires cooperation
Yeah, you.
between
Babantu
ababantu babini, which simply means you must not rush to fall into love having not first assessed whether there is a relationship
Yeah.
standards that will sustain
The
love.
The love.
Yes.
But once you give away love, it is almost difficult to withdraw.
Yeah.
So that's why even when you decide to part ways,
Sure.
but you part ways, not love.
Yeah. 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 I get you.
Hence uzawubana umjonga nestatus umlandele
Bathi ungaluvala ucango uba uyayiqonda kona kona.
Aluvaleki.
Cha sikwazi uhlalelana. Ewe lo.
asikwazi kuhlalelana. And this happens, couples fight, but ufike esithi kodwa unkosikazi wami ndiyamthanda, kodwa umyeni wami ndiyamthanda. Ngapha you are handling a decision ye divorce. Ngapha
Ilavile.
declaration yoba ndisamthanda, but ngapha ithi let's part ways.
Nkosi
Kweli
yami.
cala, but I still love you.
Nkosi enough.
Now that's why then I always say mhlawumbi kufuneka singancami ukulukhupha oluthando,
Ewe man.
singayenzanga i-ground work
Yes.
kwicala le relationship. Ngelithi number 1, ungumuntu ekuhlalekayo naye lo.
Okay.
How will you know that nengekho in love?
Okay.
Ngoba okokuqala ujonge i-association yakhe.
Right.
Bobani abantu abakwi-circles zakhe. Now umuntu assessa nge-associates zakhe.
Correct.
Number 1. Now umbone ba and ababantu bazi-associates zakhe. Funeka wazi indoba what type of people are they and what do they say about this person.
Okay.
Because people are more vocal about others than themselves.
Okay.
So funeka but bakhona phaya as an embodiment yoba lo muntu
Akhona amachantliziyo baba. Akho umuntu wapho.
vula indlebe bathini ngaye, vula amehlo,
Sure.
benza ntoni bona,
Okay.
ngoba akangeke abe kwikhampani yabo engazenzi
yena izinto
izinto
abazenzayo.
ayikho igusha ehamba neshaka.
Yes,
Asoze ibone.
if this man or is a womanizer, we are gonna okanye as associates zi-womanizers.
Sure.
Uyabona? So So ithetha ukuthi une-humanizer ongekayiboni uyirida ngekhampani
that he keeps.
yeah na wena kufuneka ke ngoku uthi now mandilubambe uthando lwami ngoba mna andiyomaterial ekwazi ukuhlala ne-humanizer laa mntu lo yichoice yakhe
Sure.
ugenerous
Wesho nobele.
ndibe mna ndi-jealous so ungumntu apha ozabayo wena ufuna umntu wakho emntwini ongowabantu
Kose nofefe yena umuntu ogenerous love yakhe yaphuphuma
ugenerous
makayifumane
unaxa ethetha athi andazi uba ndifuna bonke
Hayini.
andazi uba ndifuna bonke and ndizidinelwe mna umvese ethi mandicime ifowuni yam ndizidinelwe mna uba ndifuna bonke uyayiqonda. So now the question is wena ufuna ukujoyina le crowd because wena ungumntu oso serious organized ufuna umntu wakho emntwini wabantu
kose nofefe.
so into ethetha ukuthi you must refrain
mama ulove mayime
falling in love nalaa mntu ngoba awuzukwazi ukumelana
nomntu wabantu.
Yes, nomntu your principles
Don't
are
allow.
not his or her principles.
Get you, Mnamfundisi.
Your values are not his or her values. Because in a relationship, there are two important descriptors. One, how you esteem a person.
Sure.
The regard you have for another person.
Got you.
Number two, how you conduct yourself before that person.
Yeah.
Now, as Teta relationship, we are talking about how you esteem. So, in other words, never commit yourself to someone who has a tendency of disregarding. You are a person of high regard, but you allow yourself to fall in love with someone of high disregard. Now, already, anizu ahlalelana. Number two, ungumntu apa we conduct a value based.
Yeah.
Abe lo mntu ene conduct valueless nizawuxabana ngendlela aziphethe ngayo. So now when we talk about relationship, we are talking about how an individual esteem others and conduct himself before them.
Yeah.
How you regard the value you attach lando yokuba umhloniphe ubone ukubaluleka komnye umuntu.
Yes.
Okwesibini nempatho yakho similo sakho lixabiso lomnye umuntu.
Yes.
Uyakwazi na ukumxabisa omnye umuntu. Okwesibini unayo na impatho eyamkelekileyo phambi kwabanye. Now, those two things are very, very critical before you can say, I love you, before you can say, I will marry you, before even now, will you marry me? Yima. No, yima.
Handbrake.
First check. Lo mntu lona uyakwazi na ukubahlonipha abantu.
Uyakwazi ukuhlalelana nabantu.
Uyamxabisile na umuntu.
Yeah.
Ngoba uza kuphatha like a dog.
Ube
wena you want to be a king. You want to be a queen. Emntwini ongena xabiso labantu. But now when in relationships, be it before or in marriage, there's violence.
Yes.
There's verbal abuse or emotional abuse. All these kinds of ilendo. Now, to me, those are indicators of awumhloniphi omnye umuntu. You see, when you are unfaithful, uzenza, those speak to your conduct. Awuna awukwazi kuziphatha. Therefore, you are actually killing a relationship. Now, once your relationship is at the lowest level, now there is a big question mark on the relationship, then the question is there love? When the relationship does not get a tick, does love get a tick?
It can't.
Where does the tick of love come from? My view is it must come from the relationship. And what is the relationship? It is being able to demonstrate the high regard of other people. Number two, being able to conduct yourself in a humanly acceptable way.
And loo nto leyo yiliza umpompa ilove.
It is going to sustain
the love.
So because apha asinqatyelwanga lothando okanye ngamathando. No. Lona ngumdliva. Uthando lungapha kweChristmas.
Liyaphuphuma
iChristmas ifika kanye ngonyaka. Nebonus ifika kanye ngonyaka.
Nomgalelo
ufika kanye ngonyaka. Lesalary ifika kanye ngempelanyanga. Uyabona? But uthando
liyaphuphuma mfundisi.
It's in abundance. It's in abundance. So that our concern is not the absence of love.
Yes.
But it is the vulnerability of love.
Get you.
But where does it come from? From compromised relationships. And what should best describe relationship? High esteem.
Yes.
Good conduct.
Abiseka.
So that's why I'm saying, okay, mhlambi lo relationship because ayo love Friday.
Relationship Friday.
I would say this is the gist. Because kulapha kufele khona itho.
Lifele pha. Otherwise uthanda umuntu nje like life nje kusithi mfundisi into elula.
I mean,
but then
look umzekelo the Samaritan woman iphuma nje ekhaya uyokha amanzi emini iyayiqonda uba ndikabhaqa wazethi uyabona
qino yesequleni
so le nto yothando ngumdliva so that's why ofans ba kulula abantu aphume endlini engakhanga cingi
nomuntu evikileni
Sara emona ngaya ngiyothanda uyokrosara
abuye seyithandile
but afike pha sethandile athi bengisegrocery isendile kwi-aisle ethile ndithatha into ethile ndabona that sa exchange numbers ndabona uba uyabona lo hayi sele ndigqibile uyayibona lo but lo muntu lona uyogrocery and ufumana into yoba nasethileni kuzawujiwa uzawukhwaza i-void akanamali ibonwe ethileni uba aka-afford ne-grocery but u-afforde umuntu othando. So ithetha ukuthi ke ngoku there are people who are cheaper than cheap things. Never make yourself even much more affordable na ngaphezu kokuba lo muntu afforda izinto zakhe. Ndithi kuwe nanku umuntu ethileni nidibene kwi-aisle na istriker ideal yothando
na exchange numbers
but xa efika phaya
akakwazi ubhatala
izinto zithi 1.2 ibe yena ene-400 rand iyadeclinewa likhadi uthatha umuntu odeclinewa likhadi ikhadi
hayi asimfuni
wena ube umzisa apha kumsondeza
uthatha umuntu odeclinewa likhadi ethilini imichu
ime because
Can't
naye
tell.
unento ethi hayi mani betigqibile ndinaye
Yeah.
unala venkile
Can't
iqala
tell.
nala bhanki iqala ngosiba
Uthatha umuntu wevoid.
itsaliwe le
Uthatha umuntu wevoid.
Uthanda umuntu avoid.
Kuthiwa void.
biza
Void
supervisor
kubiza i-supervisor.
azothi override
Stop him.
Ime isho ukhunyushwe ngokungathethwa siXhosa kuthethwa ngevoid nawe ungayazi uba lo void
Uthetha
uthetha
ukuthini na? Kodwa ezomnyusisa.
nala kukhanselishiwe uthatha umuntu we-cancellation
kosenofefe
ubona uplus ku-minus
Nkosi yam
ubona uplus ku-minus uyazikhomitha ku-minus
kunjalo
uyayibona lona
Yo.
now then is that going to be
Funa
sustainable?
uyikhumshe you taking umuntu you talked about a cheaper le ndlela ubuyibeke ngayo ndifuna uyiphinde someone who cannot afford himself or herself is cheap
But you make a
A
person
person who is-
who cannot afford his life. Yeah, but
Yes.
But you make that person to afford you.
How?
You can afford yourself, but you are committing
To
your
someone,
life
to someone.
who
won't
does
afford
not
you.
afford himself or herself.
yeah
But is there merit there? Is there wisdom there? And loo nto leyo sisiloza izawuziveza kulaa relationship
exactly
ngoba xa engaze afford izawuvela ngeconduct
yeah
izawuvela ngendlela azokuphatha ngayo awuzuphatheka kakuhle remember wena uziphethe kakuhle na ufuna umuntu
oxa kokukuziphatha
ozokwazi not just to match your standard but to exceed your standard
Exactly.
as evidence and ye necessity yakhe ebomini bakho akufunekanga ungene kwi-relationship nomuntu who cannot meet you pound to pound.
yayiva yo
Now, no, not at all. Morally and otherwise.
yes
No.
makathi match or exceed
Magati match, but kaiti match, there must be visible potential.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah, maybe khona future.
ewe mani
Ungafiki ufuna intoba kwakulo match lo ufike nzima.
Baby ngamansintsi mfuna
Kumantsantsa.
Ufika apha.
Kumantsantsa.
Andazi intoba
Ndifike njani?
apha. Sediniwe ubilile. Kwakune match lona. So itheba lo muntu lowo sele akho future.
akofi
Wena ungena une future
Emntwini ongenayo.
ongena future.
Somandla.
So now love will be there but the relationship is gonna be compromised.
Sure.
Ngoba a relationship ifuna future.
ewe mani
A relationship is sensitive
Nkosi yam
with future. People do not understand relationship is
sensitive to
ukumve
future.
umuntu athi andinamva ndinamphambili ngestark apha ngamanye amazwi uthi lo muntu mihlanu iminyaka
Nkosi yam
sime ndaweninye uyayibona ndiyamthanda yena
ewe
ndiyamthanda but I'm worried
ewe mani
I'm
banoko iminyaka
frustrated sime ngxishi. Now, remember the future of love depends on the future of relationship. It takes a quality relationship to develop future for love.
phinde mfura
It takes a quality relationship to develop and establish future
yeah
for that love. Because a quality relationship is nezizathu compelling.
yeah
Intoba ndingangamthandi kanjani.
ewe mani xa onjena
Ndingangamthandi
high regard
kanjani.
high standard
Yes.
high value okwazi uhlalisana nabantu oziphethe kakuhle
Ndingangamthandi kanjani.
Yeah.
So first of all, Oluthando now has become a response to the quality relationship because it takes the quality relationship to make love compelling. Athi umuntu inhlalo yiyo ebangela uba ndingakwazi ukungamthandi.
Nkosi yami.
And the fake
Ewe man.
ngoba it is born out of being highly regarded.
Sure.
It is born out of a quality conduct. This person is a role model.
Yeah.
This person challenges me.
Ndingangamthandi njani xa nje.
Uthi sendingenzanga kakuhle andi-approach ngokungathi ndenze kakuhle.
Yeah.
Akukho nto siye sigaxeleke kuyo
Yes.
esingakwazi ukuphuma ngenxa yendlela
esiphathana
esiphathana ngayo. Uyandihlonipha uba uhlonipha ubuni bam
Yes.
kule relationship. Very important. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
Ubuni. Uyayazi uba I'm a man.
Ewe.
Uyayazi uba I'm a woman.
Noba ndinanto mhlawumbi ngalomzuzu kodwa isidima sam soba ndiyindoda in this relationship. Exactly okanye ndiyi-female in this.
Jonga, ubuni bam is safe.
Yeah.
That's the first thing we're wrapping up now.
Yeah.
Ubuni bam is safe. Ngendlela arelate nam ngayo. Ubuni bam is safe. That's number one. Then the second thing, my life is secured.
Yeah.
I got your risk.
I got your risk.
I got your risk. There is protection.
Yeah.
There is security.
Yeah.
We are gone.
Yes, Moses.
Number 3, my future is in safe hands.
Yes.
We are gone. And nanto eti bandingabhuba.
Ewe
Instead,
man.
I wish ndingangabhuba.
Ewe man.
Ngoba I derive comfort.
Ewe man.
Now, it's not that I am perfect. I will make mistakes.
Yes.
Like all other people. Naye uzokwenza mistakes.
Sure.
But a relationship yethu isenza sibe nendlela yokusingatha impazamo.
Yes.
That is why the debate about the relationship between love and relationship must continue.
It's like continuation.
It
Next
needs to
Friday.
continue,
It
Vanessa.
has to.
It
1st
has
of
to.
March sobe silapha kwakhona nomfundisi ngenxa yexesha selisishiyile sijanyelwe nguQuacks ngoku kufuneka engenile.
Yes.
Nkosi mfundisi siyabulela manje.
Nkosi kakhulu, have a lovely weekend.
You too.
Thank you, Mfura.
Baphulaphuli, that's it from us. Gama lami nguLhoza Wamamfene.
Elam ndingu Yameazi.
We'll see you Monday, same time, same
Same place.
website, www.kithnesradio.com.
.com.
Coming up is